Well, I mean, it was good to get it, whenever we could get it from all the guys. It was nice to see Anthony reach the seats in right center field, and, that was the capper, because Jason was down in the hole getting ready. And, we played a good game. Strauss was good until he kind of ran out of gas, and then our bullpen, which was kind of, overpitched, we were mixing and matching, and it almost worked that one inning, but the blooper by Garcia, and you're like, man, what else? And then, the Baltimore chop by, I can't even think. Yeah, by Holiday, and you start kind of thinking crazy. You try not to think that way. Yeah, but that was a big out Rivero got on the on the big boy, and also, on Grechik. I mean, because they were threatening, and every team is going to usually threaten in the 7th, 8th, and 9th, regardless of what the score is. And the good thing is, you keep track. If you can outscore the opposition generally in the 7th, 8th, and 9th, and then you're usually going to be in the game or ahead of the game. And it was nice to see us have a couple crooked numbers up there, because they had been putting the crooked numbers on us the last 2 days. And it's a high-powered offense on the other side, because they got a lot of weapons, a lot of interchangeable parts, and, they're a long ways from, not being heard of in this National League. And so it was a good series. And we won it 3 out of 4 to have a winning homestand, but, we got what we got. And to come out here with the split, and now we go on the road, especially on the getaway day victory, before we go on this long road trip.
Not just the results, but just the fact that, I know you said that the entire lineup won't be going all at the same time, but there are several of hitters that have shown more progress of late, guys like Zimmerman, Rendon. Are you mostly encouraged by that more than anything?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm very encouraged by it. But like I said, I think this is a hot weather team, and the older players get going, generally around June, if you can hold on until then. And it was nice to see, Worth not only hit it out of the ballpark, but, he's been swinging a lot better, sometimes with no results. And I know it was eating at him, to hit into the double play in Miami. I mean, that was because I told him that I remember that like it was yesterday. I hit into a double play to end the game against Ron Davis with Minnesota, and I was with the A's. And, these are kind of things that you kind of remember. So that was, that was big-time redeemer today.
What do you think has allowed you guys to match up so well with the Cardinals this year? You mentioned how good they've been in the NL last season.
Well, I don't know. We've got some good pitch games against them, and we've scored some runs against them. And usually you don't score a bunch of runs against the Cardinals. And maybe the worm has turned, because I heard that the Cardinals, they've been beating us pretty handily. And it's sort of weird. We're not even in June yet, and then we're finished playing them. We don't see them anymore until maybe the playoffs. So we ended up 5-2 on the year with them, and that's a pretty good year.
Given Walker started off,
Yeah.
How big were some of those hits in the third inning? The RBI hits by Harper, Ramos.
Well, they were huge because, this guy had a no-hitter. And, Walker's capable of throwing that. And so those are huge hits. And to get us on the board, especially right after they had gotten on the board with a home run. And to tie the game up right away, before they can come back to the plate. That's huge. Kind of a momentum swing, because we say the same things in the dugout. We say this is a shutdown inning, for your pitcher, and I'm sure they were probably saying the same thing.
I know you talked before about different types of contact hitters, power hitters. It seems like of late your offense is a lot of just driven by home runs. What do you kind of think of that?
I love home runs. Everybody loves home runs. Fans love home runs. Everybody loves home runs. But you need some men on base prior to those home runs, and so that they're not just solo home runs. And you still got to manufacture. You're gonna win more games probably on games that you don't hit home runs on games that you do. And so this park is playing small. And we're going to a couple parks on this road trip that kind of play small. So, hopefully this power surge can continue. Yes. Well, he certainly earned his money. And, this is big for, for him and us, because he's been trying to figure out, probably for a couple of years, why he's not a big winner, because he has the stuff to be a big winner. And so, confidence, success breeds confidence, and I'm sure this guy is at a all-time high in confidence and concentration.